So again, it's a massive base. And I think one of the challenges has always been, how can we keep that base, the width of the base moving up the ladder and rather having it shrink fairly rapidly. So it's, there's always been a lot of participation, but just the intensity, the duration, and the tempo of the training, it has caused in the past, I think, a lot of kids to fall off the wagon pretty soon or early. But I think now it's getting a little more reasonable for athletes in your average program to go on to a fairly high level and enjoy it. So last summer I was working not at a USA gymnastics program, but I was working for Woodward's, and was a tumbling and acro coach there. And it was really fun to see a lot of kids who had started in gymnastics and now they moved on to cheer or dance. Some of the kind of fun ninja things that they do at some of the gyms, and also taking their skills out to the ramps for skiing, the ramps and the jumps. And so there's a lot of cross play, different areas in which kids can migrate to if WAG, women's artistic gymnastics, starts to get a little old for them.
So when I started off my project and I on athletes and the decades of their competition years and post-competition years, I had to come up with a one-liner to kind of spell out my thousands of pages that I've written on it, my thoughts and research. So I started out with this question: is it more important to win the big game or to have a well life? And so that caused them to step back and think, because almost every athlete, even high school athletes you talk to now, people are in their 40s through 90s, they all have a bump or a tear related to high school football. And now mountain biking, out of my group of friends over the last 15, 20 years, I would say mountain biking is the one that injured more people per hour of activity than any of the other sports. I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I get injured normally 4 times per year, but I've never needed surgery because of that. A lot of my contacts, because of mountain biking, have needed surgery or have been really shaken up, like a concussion, or they couldn't move for a while and they were maybe dizzy for a few days, those types of things. So that's the first question I gave people. And then now I have another one, which I'll ask to you, and you can tell me what you think athletes would respond to this. Would you like to win a gold medal, even if that meant you had to limp for the rest of your life?
I've heard that question before, actually phrased slightly differently. Would you, something in the order of, win $1 million or, but yeah, that's definitely kind of comes down to the individual. But I think, there are so many good athletes that show tons and tons of promise. And,